but in case you don't, my name is Alaura, 16, and part of the Ed's Youth Group. And I'm going to be talking to you guys today. Stop.
That's a button.
Button?
It's that one.
Working out?
Should be green.
Got it.
No? Was that loud enough anyways? Yeah? No? I didn't think so. I'm a little breathy from all the singing. But anyways, by the way, very good job guys. Very proud of you. Takes guts. Takes guts. Alright, so today I'm going to be talking about being motivated for God. And this is directly mainly towards the youth, but it can apply to anybody. So, I've seen a lot of kids my age, of the younger generation, or just kids in general really, they've got a lot of energy. And I'm pretty sure parents out there can agree with me. Pretty sure you guys and grandparents know as well. You watch a lot of kids. They have a lot of energy. I've seen some crazy stuff happen in this church. The hallways can be a little chaotic in the mornings. What I mean by that is, I feel that with all that energy and all that excitement and passion at that young of an age, there's also a very high level of potential within all these young minds here. And I mean like a lot. I see it a lot. I see kids my age. I've seen kids younger who deal with some really tough stuff in their life. And you know, they take it and they use it to better themselves and they better others. And I think that's amazing. They use that potential, they take all these negative things that's happened to them, and they just turn it into something beautiful with God's help. Because God takes a brokenness and He makes it beautiful. And at the same time, unfortunately, there are so many kids who give up on their potential and their future when hard things hit them in life. I see that happen a lot as well. Especially in today's society with all the social media. You go and you look on Instagram, and there's someone who's living a better life than you. You know, they're living their best life. They're out at the beach. They're out having a picnic. They got a boyfriend. They got a girlfriend. They got a good job. They make a lot of money. So you see all these things, and you look at yourself, and you're like, what am I doing? You know, this has happened to me. This has happened to me. I don't feel successful at all. You know? And I see a lot of kids crumble because of that, and they become very negative. Like they feel like they're not worth it. I think low self-esteem is a very big issue in kids nowadays. And that's holding them back from their potential. In Genesis 1:27, it says that God creates man in His image. And I don't know about you guys, but God's pretty powerful. He's pretty strong. He can do a lot of things. I'm sure we've all seen some stuff happen in our lives. I know I have. We're not God, obviously. We can never come close to Him. But I don't believe God made us to crumble and fall apart the first time something bad happens to us. Another thing that I want to hit on is I've heard a lot of adults, specifically in this church, say that they think something amazing is going to happen with our generation. Some amazing stuff is going to happen with us kids, the youth group, everything. Something major is going to happen. I've heard this a lot. They have so much faith in us. Guys, my age, there's so much faith in us because we just have so much potential to go out there and make a difference in the world. This requires a lot of passionate people. Amazing things aren't just going to happen if you're half-heartedly putting your motivation into it, your attention, your focus. If you're just, I'm here because mommy and daddy told me to. I'm just here because, I'm like Pastor says, I'm punching my card. I don't really care. As long as I have a good Instagram profile, people see me as a God person. Let's see I go to church and put in these Bible verses in my caption. I'm fine with that. A lot of people don't put their heart into this. Now, we need to be, as directing this towards the kids, and again, it can apply to other people, but we need to be energetic and on fire for God. To attract people to God so they can experience the things we experience with them. Because if it wasn't for my family, I don't know where I'd be. I was away from God, super far away from God. And, they were on fire for Him, and they brought me out of the darkness, and they showed me God, and everything changed. Honestly, I'd probably be dead right now if it wasn't for God. Life isn't always easy. And that's, like I mentioned before, some kids just buckle down under that because they have lies in their heart. That they're not good enough, they're not strong enough, they'll never be enough, they've tried so hard and they've gotten almost nowhere. But we need to be on fire and energetic for God. So people will come to us and their lives will change, like mine did. I'm sure many of yours have. People will not find God. Teenagers, kids here. People will not find God if you're sitting on your couch crying about how horrible your life is and how unfair it is. People will not find God when you're sitting in your room on Instagram, on YouTube. I know I have a hard time with social media. That stuff can be addictive, and that's also a problem. People are not going to find God when you're crying about how unfair your life is. If you look at Psalm 103, verses 3 to 4, let's see right here. He who forgives all your problems, we'll just say that because that's a big word and I don't feel like embarrassing myself up here. He who forgives all of your problems, who heals all your diseases, mental, physical, whatever it may be, says all your diseases, not some of them, who redeems your life from destruction, who crowns you with the lovingness and tender mercies. He does all those amazing things for us. He forgives us, He brings us out of the pit, He loves us even when we're in the pit. He loves us no matter what we do. We can't earn that. That's something that's just given to us because He loves us. So stop crying. Because if you can go to God, if you know God, and you're just kind of like half in there and like half out, you're like playing the hokey pokey in it, you're not really doing anything with it, you know God, go to Him. He's there for you, He loves you. He wants to help you and give you the best He can. So it's not going to get you anywhere if you just sit there and cry and whine and pout and throw fits because your life isn't the way you want it to be. You have to go to God so then you can bring others to God. You have to be motivated. Another thing that's very important is life is short. I know for me, looking back, I'm going to be a senior next year. There's kids that are graduating this year, moving up, and that's why we're all here, right? I'm going to be a senior next year. I look back on my life, I'm only 16, but I feel like it's gone by super far. Next year, I feel like it's going to take a long time. Senior year, it's going to be a drag. But what I can say is that I'm sure the adults will agree with me. Looking back on your life, bam, like that, it's gone. And people, I don't want people to live with regrets, but I'm sure there's some things you look back on your life and you go, maybe I should have done that. Or maybe I should have done something different with my time. Life is short. You can't spend your life crying and whining. And then also, Psalm 103, 15, 16. Has anyone else done that before? Yeah. Or did you call it poem? There's a P there. Bible can be confusing at times. But you go to Psalm, that's the right way to say it, 103, 15 through 16. It's, as for a man, his days are like grass. As a flower of the field, so he flourishes. For the wind passes over it, and then it's gone. And its place, it remembers no more. It happens just like that. Your life is short. And us, the youth of the church, we have so much longer to go. Average lifespan's about anywhere from 80 to 90 years old. You're very young. You have so much energy. Your body isn't deteriorating yet. Your mind is still sharp. Sorry that we offended a girl over here. You're well expected to be very wise. We're not that wise. I have to admit, we're not that wise. But we have so much energy. You can get up here and you can sing 4 songs and you can, normal worship group can do that anyways, but you're brave, you're strong, you come up here, you sing, you go, you talk to people, you're energetic, you're running through the halls. I've seen kids, they're just wrestling for like a half an hour straight before they get through. They're just pulling on each other, just having a ball. You have so much energy, you have so much potential in your life. Even though you're so young, it is short. You gotta make the most of it. You were made to thrive. You were made to make this world a better place through Jesus and to show the world his love. So don't waste away on potato chips and soda. You gotta stay vigilant. You gotta exercise your mind. I don't know if there's any exercise junkies in here, but yeah, I know some of you. But the same way you train your muscle, you gotta train your mind, you gotta train your spirit and your soul, and you gotta stay vigilant. And I'm sure us kids have heard this a lot before, but we are the future. We have the power to change lives. So we need to start acting like it. We need to start acting like we have that kind of potential, instead of just whining about how we're never going to do anything with our lives because we're dumb, we're an idiot, we don't look good enough, yada yada, all these problems that, honestly, we probably don't even really have. They're lies planted by the devil to try and stop you from filling your potential. True. You have to be a witness and representative for God. I can bet it's bound to be more exciting than trying to find a show to binge on Netflix, because you can only get so far through Netflix until it starts to get boring. I've been there. It's not that fun. You have to get up and do stuff. I don't know how much I can stress this. You have so much potential. I've seen it so much. It's brought me to tears. There's so many people in this church that I just love. I'm like, oh, you're awesome. Go do you. Be the best you can be. Everyone has scars. That's fine. Just don't let them go to waste. Channel into something good, something for God, so people can come and see God for themselves. Don't keep that in. Share God. He's awesome. He loves you. Why would you not want to share that? Why would you not want to bring that to other people and inspire people? So stop sitting on your couch, sitting watching TV, being on Netflix, being on YouTube, watching anime, playing first-person shooter games. Get outside, attend church, be passionate with it. Have a heart for God. And if you don't, ask for it. Ask for the Holy Spirit. Read His Word. That's something I need to work on personally, reading more of His Word. That teaches you so much stuff. And I could be on here babbling for as long as I want about this. My throat's already dry. I wish I was pastor and had water up here. I'm already parched. I still want to talk. This is so cool. You guys, this is amazing. And I see so much potential. All of these kids, bright-eyed, wonder, awesome. They have huge hearts. And I just hope that we can guide them. That when hard things come in their life, they know to look to God instead of crumbling in defeat. So they can bring people to God, and they can show everyone how amazing God is.